Gals, what is the origin story? How did you guys get together?
So I think for me, I was at TV, I think back in January, and one of the producers came up to me and was like, so, do you want to tag with Jamie? I was just like, yeah, sure, count me in, like no question about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Same with me. It was pretty much late. It was late at night, I feel like, as
Yeah,
well.
like
I
9
feel like
p.m.
late
or
night
something.
tag.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like we were going to leave the venue.
Okay.
And then it was like, hey, this is happening now. And I was so excited immediately.
When did you guys first meet, though?
Obviously, I've known of you for years, like on the UK scene.
Me too.
But I always thought we were kind of like passing ships in the night. I think I was on like an injury hiatus and you were on the UK. So I remember like seeing you do like Eve a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure the first time we actually met though was that the first time we wrestled.
Yeah, it was. So a year. It's
Was it
been
last
about a year.
February?
Yeah, last February. Yeah,
That's
February
not
2025.
very long, but I feel like, yeah, you guys just seem like
Birds of a feather flock
birds of a
together.
feather.
Yes,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Where did the tag team name come from? Because it's perfect.
Do you know, it is. I think the more we've got used to it, it's like, it's so British.
Yeah, it's
but
so
it's not like
British.
too in your face. I think
Yeah.
again, it was Tony's idea. He was like, oh, the Brawling Birds. And we were
Yeah.
just like, birds, because I think being British, we know the reference of like what birds.
Yeah.
Your bird, you misses
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And it's not derogatory or anything like that.
But
to,
it's
like,
just, oh yeah, me and my bird. Like,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
such a normal British thing to us,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The tag division and seeing the tag titles come to fruition in the women's division. How you guys obviously must have your sights set on this at some point, right? You guys are
Absolutely.
undefeated at this point. You guys have been on such a tear. What does the future look like for you guys as a tag team, and maybe with your sights set on that gold?
I think we just want to keep rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to get in the ring as much as possible. I want to become the best version of the Brawling Birds
Yeah.
we can. We've got so much to learn as well as like a tag team as well, because it's not really been a long time
Right.
since we've come together. So it's like we're growing together as a tag team, and I feel like the audience kind of get to experience that as well. It's just kind of like, here, watch the flower bloom of the Brawling Birds.
What is sort of like the mental shift of coming into professional wrestling and everyone's trying to like fight and claw for their spot, and who am I as a wrestler, how do I get to the top, to having that like singular spotlight, to them being in a tag team, and like not only things are different in the ring, but things are now different for like how you're packaged, how things come together. How does that how do you go through that?
I think sometimes, obviously, like you said, there is always that like competitive side of it because there's only like a certain amount of spots. But I think sometimes you have to realise if you put in the work, eventually the hard work you're putting will all pay off. It's not just about, oh, I want to get this spot this week. Sometimes you have to think, you know, my time will come. Our time, I think, is definitely, I think it's happened really organically that we've just been put together. And then I think the more ideas we've had together, I think it's just kind of spiraled. And I think all the things, we're just having fun with it.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we're
just fun.
Being just very ourselves. I think, you know, it's cliche to say, but I think we are just being ourselves. But I think that's the thing that kind of makes us so unique.
Exactly.
with it as
That's
well.
usually when the success comes.
Yeah.
It's like you're not having to fight so hard. It's
Right.
just there.
We're
want
just
it to be
doing what we're
natural.
doing.
Yeah. Let's talk Tekla for a second, because you guys have both obviously had singles matches
Yes.
with her. What is it like being in the ring with someone like her? I mean, she's someone I just can't quite
She's
grasp.
very unique.
Yes. Yeah.
Very. I think, you know, she's not the biggest physical person, but her persona, like she oozes that aura, and I think she absolutely like believes that she can take on anyone. And obviously, you know, evidently, you know, I haven't managed to beat her yet. So
Me neither,
whatever
mate.
whatever
neither.
she's doing, it's working for her.
Yeah, and I think she uses her size to her advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Where you think like someone bigger would really get the job done better, but that isn't really the case. It isn't about the size of the dog, it's about the bite, right?
What is it about European wrestlers and like from the UK and from Ireland to like around Europe? It feels like there's something in the water, this kind of like fighting spirit
really
that comes
is.
from there.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know if it's because there's so many people packed into like, you know, I guess in comparison to the USA, England's fucking tiny, isn't it? So I guess everyone is sort of like, everyone's done similar shows together. So I think a lot of the time, everyone sort of knows who each other are, and we know like what the styles everyone brings to the table. And I think when you've got that many talented people in one sort of small area, like eventually people are going to start like spilling out and things like that.
Yeah.
And just British wrestling, it's just, I think it's the
unique,
best.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's unique
Yeah.
as well. Like, you just have to it's really hard to describe what it's like to be there if you weren't there to experience.
Yes.
Especially coming up at the time and training and things
Yeah.
like that. And, like,
I think you see the
2010s.
style when it does break
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Sort of like a bit of a homer with this question, but I keep feeling like I can get this sort of like outsider perspective of AEW and our women's division. And it is just something to be so proud of like what our roster looks like, the matches that you guys are putting on. What do you think is so special about the women that we have here and some of the matches and different programs that we've been able to do that have really kind of start to set us apart?
I think there's absolutely no lack of passion. There's no lack of talent. And I think everybody does bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
There isn't anyone in the division.
There's a
I
really
feel
good
like,
mix of like
Right.
styles as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And the good thing is different countries as well. Like it
Yeah.
just brings a lot of different things
A lot
together.
of international flair.
Yeah, and everyone they just do their thing, and that's what I like. And I think the locker room as well, just in itself, is very relaxed and very chill.
Yeah.
Everyone gets on really
I think
well.
that sort of like then shows like in the matches as well, everyone's kind of on the same page
Yeah.
with what they want out of each match, each week in the long run as well. So I think everyone's kind of got not the exact same vision, but everyone's kind of working together to get there.
You're gonna get your ass kicked, but it's with love, though. It's always with love.
Love and purpose.
Always.
All In is kind of just around the corner. It's not that far away.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you guys to have AEW come through and put on amazing historical shows like we've been able to do, and then to have that spotlight? I mean, you had your own moment last year.
I know, and this, I'm hoping the Brawling Birds can do something at Wembley this year. This will be, because I've got that mentality of like, this would be like third time lucky for me, and I couldn't think of anyone else I would want to do it with except Al. Do you know what I mean? It would just be so special.
It would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I could just imagine like our family, watching us.
Yeah,
and, you know what I mean?
and
Like,
it would be like the last time that we'd been in the ring together in England. Would have been our first match together.
Yeah,
Then
it
the
was.
next time, like as a team.
yeah. Full circle moment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Hear
a lot.
that? Hear that?
I think there's a lot of factors with All In, having a big
not
show
just
in the UK.
having the match, but just everything that kind of comes with it.
Yeah.
You won't have to travel for a week.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to just go. But right, guys, I'm going back
God,
home. How's the jet lag, everyone?
How far of a drive is it for you to get to Wembley?
Do you know? I think the O2 I think was 35 minutes, but I think Wembley I think it's just over an hour. So that
I'll take an hour over what? 8-hour flight?
Oh my God,
I sometimes think about that with you and with Will of having to travel like that all the time. Like, how do you do it?
Honestly, I do think you have to get used to it. I think for me, it's finding a lot of shows to binge watch and wait. Like I think there was like the new season of Stranger Things came out. And I deliberately waited until I had a long flight to then just sit and watch it. I was like, if not, I'm going to have nothing to watch. But I think you do get used to it. I think because we get to travel together as well, there's always that, you're not doing it alone. But I think, honestly, it's like getting on a taxi now.
Yeah.
I think we're so used to it,
good,
just
It is
popping
kinda
in and
funny,
out.
Because I do think, like, I get that. Because sometimes, like, I know you guys have had Harry out with you, and like we've had Nora out with us, and it can be a lot where you're like,
you sort of,
and now there's like different things that need to happen, and you're really busy. Where like this week it was just John and I. I'm like, oh, it's like me and you get to just hang out together.
Yeah,
No
you
one-
sometimes find like on the
it's
road
kinda
is like the
nice.
only time you kind of have like
you
quality time
Yes,
together.
I know.
You smash it. They both you smash it when you got your kids here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most times just
don't know how you do it.
You're all right. Have you had any kind of adjustment periods to that of like being on TV, traveling every week, having a young son? Like, how have you figured it out?
I think it's one of the things where as much as people can try and like prepare you for it, or I can try and map out how it's going to go, I think until we're in it and you just kind of figure out, right, I think the first week we were on the road with him, we were both very much like, what's Harry doing? Is he okay? Are you all right? But by the end of it, we were just like, right, Harry, I'm doing this now. Are you okay there? Cool. See you in a bit. I think he was just sort of used to just milling about and doing his own thing. He'd be in catering, getting his fruit. So he's,
there you go.
He's down
loving it.
pat.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah,
I
we've
felt-
kind of mastered it.
Yeah, the other week when I had Nora with me, I had to go shoot something and she didn't want to come with me. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure that's fine. I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen. But then we were there for a while. And I'm like, oh my God, is she okay?
Is she all right now?
I come back, she's like, whatever, Mom. Like,
You're gonna go film something else, Mum.
yeah,
you go.
you got somewhere to be. Get to it.
It's always the way I think we always end up being more like about it than they are. And they're like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, suit yourself then.
Do you guys turn off the wrestling brain when you're together, or is there a lot of wrestling talk and analysis and future projections and all those things?
I do, yeah. I'm very much like, I know when I get home, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to watch wrestling, I don't want to talk about wrestling, but I think Will, he's constant. I don't think he has an off switch unless I say to him, can we not watch wrestling today? Or like, can we do this instead? So I think for him, he is just constant with it. And I can understand that, but I do like to sometimes be like, can we just watch Friends? Or can we just watch The Big Bang Theory? Just something.
Let me just have a little brain rot for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Just sit and stare at the ceiling for an hour or so.
Any good advice you've been able to get from him? I mean, he is Will Ospreay, not to just pump his tires, but
honestly, I think
Will Ospreay.
Anytime I ask him a question, it is never just the answer to the question. He will then go on to tell me, right, this might help you, that might help you. So, yeah, obviously having it, I never like to use the fact that I'm with him as a way to be like, right, help me with this, help me with that. I don't need to think for myself anymore. But there are some times where I'm just like, what do you think about this? I'll tell him my opinion of it, and then I'll say, what do you think? And I think we've kind of got it down now. It's like we can be together and not talk about wrestling, but we can also kind of bounce off each other. And he's always there. He's always wants to help with my matches. Always wants to help give me advice.
He's very giving as well. He's helping with the tags.
Absolutely.
So, I think he's super helpful.
Yeah, I think he was just as excited that we were a tag team as we were, to be honest.
Do you and Will go back? Did you know Will prior to coming here?
I lived with Will during the pandemic, but I've known Will for like quite some time.
Yeah.
I've known him because I wrestled in the UK and he's wrestled in the UK. And we hung out in Japan and stuff when we were like both over there, lived with him during the pandemic. So I know Will very well.
Who do you go to for advice on stuff?
Ooh. Do you know, I go to quite a lot of people for advice because we've got so many just fantastic people here. Like I love going to like a Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
If something, I'm always like, oh, what do you think about this? Maybe I'll go to like someone else, like the locker room or something like that. I ask a lot of people. Yeah. Because I just like to know pretty much everybody's opinions on things.
Yeah, because of course, there's always something slightly different to give you another perspective.
And then I don't care if they've not wrestled for however long, they've wrestled for a year, whatever. If someone notices something or can tell me something maybe I didn't think about before, then I'm always about.
And it's nice to take stuff from different generations. Because like the stuff that worked then would most likely still apply to now, or keep it a little bit more basic than the way things are now.
Change it to like more of like a modern
thing.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some people will notice the moves more, some people notice like the selling more. There's always something different that you haven't seen in the match that someone else will pick up on.
And I need to know as well. I'm like, tell me what was bad or good, please, anything. I just want to get better.
Tag-wise, what are you watching? When you guys got put together as a tag team, did you start to kind of think like, oh, is there another tag team that we should maybe be watching? Or
I actually went back and I was just like, I'm gonna watch loads of the old tag teams, like Demolition and things, and just.
Oh my God,
Like I even going back to Jerry Lynn, he sent me some tag stuff of him from like 20, 30 years ago. And he was like, hey, maybe this could help you out, and I'm like, please, anything.
It kind of like recycles a little bit, doesn't it? Like the older stars, they sort of like come back and make.
And I think the older style of like tag wrestling kind of suits us a bit.
Yeah,
so just
definitely.
Like, let's just hit the girls, like rather than like we're not going to do anything like
overly intricate or anything, but it works for us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For you two, what is the ultimate goal? Is there a dream match? Is there a dream situation? If you're able to book all of your own situation in the next however long, what does that look like for you guys?
Well, Wembley's round the corner, so I would love a tag team title match at Wembley. Of course,
Oh my God, that's...
Megan and Lena are holding the tag belts right now. They're very, very dominating, to say the least.
Yep.
So who knows if they'll hold them until Wembley? I could see that happening.
Yeah,
but absolutely,
I think they're also undefeated, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, so we're on kind of like very alike. But I could see that being a little match for Wembley.
Yeah, that could. I think that's the
goes well.
Something, throw it out there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm manifesting it.
Yes,
manifesting it. Please.
Feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shine down
of course.
us.
As a tag team, I think obviously being a champion as a tag team is the ultimate goal.
Yeah. Carry on being undefeated.
And I think just honestly finding a really good flow with our tag wrestling.
Yeah.
Just absolutely going in there and like almost being on autopilot, not even have to think. We just know what
just
to
going
do.
in there, and just being like, right, same again, here we
We
go.
just have to look and we're like, all right, we're doing this.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys walk into a pub. What's the order?
Oh, double Disaronno and Coke.
Oh.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not much of a beer girl.
I'm a beer girly. I'm a beer girly. If they have Japanese beer, then I'm always going to go for an Asahi.
Oh, yeah.
It's my #1 favorite beer.
Uh-huh.
I will settle for a Corona though, or a
Okay.
Peroni. Like, do you know what? Anything. Actually, anything. I don't
As long as
care
it's
what
got
it
drink in
is.
it.
As long as it's a beer, put it in my mouth.
What
Thank
is
you
the
very
food
much.
you're gonna get with it? What's the order? Like I want like good British pub food.
Maybe start off with a snack, some pork scratchings.
Or what?
Pork
scratchings.
Oh, is that like
That's like pork
basically-
rinds.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the pork rinds over here, like
crispy, isn't it?
pork rinds over here, like almost like fluffed up.
They're airy, yeah.
But, like in the UK, they're
just
actual the
crispy.
rind. Like
Yeah.
they're really good.
Or a pack of Walker's crisps.
Oh, a packet of crisps,
What kind?
definitely.
What flavor?
Ready
Salt and
salted.
vinegar.
Oh,
What did you say?
Cocktail.
Ready
Do you like prawn
salted.
cocktail?
I don't
Oh.
mind prawn
like a
cocktail.
prawn
They're a bit
cocktail.
fancy,
I like
aren't
prawn
they?
cocktail. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I
That's
do. Yeah.
great. Ooh.
I've never met a chip I don't like. I'll eat any chip.
Yeah, right.
I've never met a potato that I don't like.
Oh,
Same.
who doesn't
Give them
love
all to me.
potatoes?
Yes.
You know what though? I don't really eat at the pub. I just drink.
Yeah, I think you go
So
there
then
with the
post-pub
intention
meal,
of
though.
having a
But
drink.
after the pub, you got to get a kebab.
Kebab.
Yeah.
Dirty
Okay.
kebab.
Or some cheesy chips, something
Or
like
both,
that. Or
depending
or
on how you're
both.
feeling.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I was really hoping someone was going to say like a Yorkshire pudding and a roast or something.
Oh,
but-
Yorkshire
that's
pudding
pre.
is like, yeah.
That's pre-drink.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, my favourite Sunday is just like making a roast dinner. Being in the kitchen all
Yeah.
day. Leave me alone. I'll see
Dream.
you when the food hits the
A
table.
dream. Do you have Yorkshire pudding down pat? Because I fuck it up
I do.
every time
I think
do
I
it.
do.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at my Yorkshire.
I want to make a big Yorkshire though.
Oh, well,
yeah.
So you can
all
put
your
the food
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause Toby Carvery sometimes
Yeah,
does it, don't they?
like
Then you get a big
cake tray
Yorkshire.
size.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Oh,
Give it a go. Give it a go.
that sounds amazing.
And then you can put all the food and then put the gravy in it and then
It all
eat
just stays in together then, doesn't it?
Or Yorkshire pudding wrap.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
then-
only ever had them from the food trucks, and
Yeah.
they're all right.
They're not the best.
But you can tell the roast potatoes are like the packet bought ones.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it right. If we're gonna do it, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll go the whole hog in. Yeah.
100%.
No, I'm hungry and thirsty.
Oh my
now.
god, me too. I could do a roast. Ow.
Oh
Wanna
yes.
cook a
Oh,
roast?
Just like
so
a
good.
salty, beefy roast of salt,
my
the
God,
gravy.
yeah.
Oh my God, give it all to me.
Please.
Yes.
Well, Brawling Birds, you guys are great. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for
much, we
having
appreciate
us.
You guys at Wembley?
Who knows?
Man-
Yes,
hey.
of course. We'll manifested it now.
We will be.
gonna
That's
we
right.
will be there.
That's right. And then we'll go hang out at your house after.
And have a
Yes.
roast afterwards.
Yeah,
oh,
that's right.
celebratory roast.
I'm
We should
down.
make a request for catering. Can they do that there?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They did have
To be fair,
apple
in-
crumbles.
Yeah, in Scotland they had roast potatoes.
And they had the
That's
banoffee
closest
pie
we
as
got.
well,
my
which
God.
I always
How
will
do we
have
put in a
banoffee.
request?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to look into it though. I'll make this my own personal
Okay,
mission
please, yes.
to see if we
See
can
how you
figure
get
it out.
on.
If you need some backup, we'll
Yeah.
come.
We should
I'll
be
get you
there.
guys to co-sign
Yeah,
on it. Yeah.
absolutely, of
Yeah.
course.
All right, done deal. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.